Princeton, it's way too conservative. And some people said, don't go to Princeton, way too liberal. But that's probably exactly where I need to go. So I visited and I realized that this was a place where I was going to grow. So off I went.
So small town girl goes to the big city and then comes back to the small town.
Yeah, I was really actually thinking of staying in the Northeast. I loved it there. Princeton, of course, is idyllic, but I also had an internship in New York City. So I traveled for a whole year. I traveled twice a week at least into the city to the Upper West Side and really loved that too. But in my final year of seminary, my sister had a and I decided that I wanted to be closer. Of course, Zachary is now 13 years old, so I tell him all the time he's the reason that I came back to Texas. But in that process, I discovered that I wanted to serve where I had been raised in those conferences in Northwest Texas and in Mexico. And that really was a good choice for me.
Okay, so I have an important question to ask you. Being a native Texan myself, four generations, my great grandfather fought at the Battle of San Jacinto. So I have a Texas independence story in my family. You grew up in Abilene. Is Abilene the big country
Yes.
or West Texas?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. It's well in Abilene, it's considered both. Certainly, there's a West Texas feel there in terms of the people who live there. Now, of course, when I moved to El Paso, Abilene is Central Texas, so it's all a matter of perspective for sure. But for me, I always considered myself a West Texas girl.
Okay. A little disappointed at the answer because Abilene is not West Texas. But then again, you can leave Austin and 30 minutes later be in West Texas and drive for 12 hours and still be in West Texas.
That's right. Absolutely. That's right. But I do have some solid New Mexico connections. My great great grandfather was Doc Scurlock, who rode with Billy the Kid. So if you've ever seen the movie Young Guns, Kiefer Sutherland's character is my great great grandfather. So we have some real connections in New Mexico as well.
That is awesome. That is so cool. That you get bonus points right there, because I was going to ask you what. So you come out here, and when I first moved here, I used to call it far West Texas, but it's not. It's southern New Mexico, and so you're here in the chili/pecan capital of the world, and I know you've only been here. At this point in time in the recording, you've only been here like 3 times. What are your thoughts of this city here in the shadow of the Organ Mountains?
Oh, Las Cruces is beautiful, really beautiful, and I like the pace and the feel of it. I grew up in a town that had a similar vibe in terms of being a college town, but also having a vibrant retirement community and everything in between. So we're loving it here already.
Well, that's good. That's good. So next week, June 27th, you'll be here at Morningstar. And folks, I need to tell you, we've been in communication with Amy for about 6 weeks now, by the time that we're recording this, and she is sprinting to get here. And so what's got you so excited about Morningstar? I mean, because you're like really, really like jazzed.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still kind of pinching myself that this is our next appointment. I'm super excited most of all about the community, about the people, building relationships, really finding out what gets people excited in terms of service and being the hands and feet of Christ in the world. So that's always my top answer. But I'm worship with you all and to get to know you and to see how we can take this wonderful mission that you already have and build on that so that we continue to participate in the work of God in Las Cruces in a real and identifiable way.
That's cool. That's cool. And so, if you have a dream for Morningstar, has that already sussed out yet, or are you still kind of piecing that together?
I think if I answered right now, it would totally be things that I think are important. And I think it's also really important to observe and to listen and to pay attention to the context. So that's why I'm asking so many questions of you, Stuart. And, your phone probably goes off at least a dozen times a day with questions that I've been asking, and that's why I'm really trying to discern, where God has sent me and what that means for all of us right now, because I think God's timing is really important. So I know that the dreams and the visions will unfold, building upon the great work that you all have already done. And I think that's one of the things that I'm really excited about as well. I can't wait to see what God has in store for all of us together at this point in the history of Morningstar.
Well, I think I would speak on behalf of everybody. We are excited to have you come, and we've been counting down the days. I've already started counting, and so I just can't wait for you to be here in the space of Morningstar in the city of Las Cruces full time. And I'm sure that there's many people who are wanting to show you around and or give you tips on where to go and what to do and where to eat and all that kind of stuff. And so and we are a very generous church in the sense that we love to help any way we can. So ask anybody anything, and everybody knows somebody who can help you guys out. So we look forward to seeing you. Any last words before we count down these last 7 days before you get here?
Well, this is really important. I am a coffee fanatic, so I'm going to want to know the best places to go, your recommendations. If anybody wants to come to the office for a cup of coffee or meet me somewhere, that's a great way to get me talking. So start thinking about your coffee recommendations.
So I'm going to have to tell you, to have the reigning title of person who loves coffee most, it's going to be mano a mano between you and me.
All right, I'm up for the challenge.
Okay. Well, folks, this has been the Sunday Sit Down with Amy Wilson Phelps, our new pastor, who will be here in 7 days. I can't wait. So thank you so much, Amy, for being a part of this. And guess what? Worship will start real soon.
Thank you.
Morning, Morningstar. How are you guys? Oh, come on. This Morningstar. It's a lively bunch of people. Good morning, Morningstar. Yeah, there you are. You. Just to let you know, the chances, Jay and Marianne win the t-shirt contest all day. There's no way that 11 o'clock can win because they wear the Morningstar Circuit Riders t-shirt. That is the baseball team of baseball teams. But and then here's one for you, Dad. Ooh, good catch. And Chris. Oh, too far. Oh, there you go. David. Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Rick, you ready? Oh.
Off the bounce.
Okay. The reason why I quit the Circuit Riders was because every time we played the Baptist, the motto is beat the Baptist, right? But my team would tell one particular player, and because he could do it, Wherever Stewart is, hit the ball to Stewart. Just wherever he is, hit it to him. So when you're getting, baseball coming at you really fast from a Baptist. Hey, we're excited to have you in worship here this morning. It is your favorite sports team Sunday. Gary's wearing something that represents the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I'm really disappointed in Guillermo not wearing something from the Bay, the other side of the Bay. Yeah, but it's me and you, man, So anyways, you do that. And so we're excited about that. Next Sunday, it is going to be Amy's first Sunday here and her gang of Felt's 5. And so remember to wear your Hawaiian shirts next week. Steve, that could almost qualify as a Hawaiian shirt, almost. So you could do that. So be a part of that. That would be great. Hey, how about you all join me in this call to worship? Provocative and surprising is the God of resurrection. How wonderful are the strange ways of God. Making holy our sorrow, God births life from death. Disavowing power that threatens and destroys, God is a force of justice, transformative and restoring. The peculiar practices of God unsettle and confuse. Whatever shape love will take, it is welcome in this place. And all you all, whether you're here or you're online, you all are welcome here. Welcome to Morning Star. Happy Father's Day.
Let's stand up together and join in worship this morning. Out of the shadows, bound for the gallows.